Okay. I think by now we would have already covered a lot of the revision topics. So I think we'll just dive right into doing the questions first. And then in the middle, we always have time. We will have a short quiz or short game. Okay. In terms of video, I think we finished watching almost all the topics. Unless if like someone feel that you are really bad at a particular topic, then maybe you want to revisit some of the concepts again. Okay, otherwise we'll be mostly doing questions. Okay, now can see my screen, right? Okay. Let us take a look at this question. This is of course the different plant parts and their functions. Okay. Generally, I think for P4 level, you only need to know 4 parts. You don't need to know the fruits and flowers yet, okay? Because fruits and flowers, you're going to learn it in P5, right? So in this case, if you look at this flow chart, okay, you have parts of the plant, you have P, Q, and R. So of course, the first thing to do is to identify what is P, what's Q, and what's R. Okay, so P makes food for the plant. Which part of the plant, which plant part makes food for the plant? Anyone? Grace, yes. Very good. Okay, so we have identified P as the leaf, right? So we can actually take these two. Okay, which part supports the plant? Which plant part supports the plant? Jonathan, you want to try? No? Ivan? Yes? Which plant part supports the plant? I see Ivan raising your hands. No?
Yes.
Which plant
A.
part?
Stem.
Stem, very good. Well done. Okay, so you see, stem, of course, if we are talking about woody stems, woody stems actually they support the plant. Non-woody stems, they actually cannot support. They have to cling on to another support. But of course, at the same time, right, the stem also serves another function. The stem actually helps to transport. Okay, you will learn more about the transport system in plants in primary 5. But at this moment, you do need to know that it transports water and mineral salts. Okay, for those of you who are new, actually you don't really have to copy down the notes. If you want to, of course, go ahead. If not, because the notes, the annotated notes will be posted later on your student account. Okay, so you have a copy. Okay, so transports water and mineral salts from the roots to other parts of the plant. Okay, that's another function of the stem. But of course, another function would be then to transport food, okay, produced by the leaves to other parts of the plant. You do need to know from where to where, okay, other parts of the plant. Okay. Now, one thing I missed out just now is another function of the leaf is actually it performs gaseous exchange as well. So on top of making food for the plant, it actually performs gaseous exchange. Okay, so these are the additional functions. Okay, it doesn't just have one function. Okay, now the last one, which plant part actually helps to absorb water and mineral salts from the soil? Grace.
Roots.
Is it fruits that absorbs or oh you said roots, is it? Okay, I heard wrongly. Okay, roots, very good. Okay, the roots of course absorbs water and mineral salts from the soil. Okay, and in fact I think on top of this, of course, another function would be to hold the plant firmly to the ground. Otherwise it will be uprooted, right? firmly to the ground. If it does not hold firmly to the ground and the plant gets uprooted, then the plant cannot survive, right? Without getting water and mineral salts from the soil. So these are other functions of these different plant parts. And of course, this chapter, right, is in your P4. Most schools, I think, do it in P4. And actually, it's a very short topic. It's mainly these 4 plant parts. Okay, for flowers and fruits, you will learn more when you're in primary 5 next year, when you learn about reproduction in plants. What else? Okay, I think that is all. Any questions for this part? Actually, can you all hear drums at my background? Can you all hear sound? Oh, okay. I think because Zoom has noise cancelling. I think there's a Malay wedding going on downstairs. Let me see if I can close the window. As long as you all don't hear it, I think it's fine. Otherwise, it can be quite disruptive for you all. Okay, yeah. So having said that, we have identified the different plant parts. So therefore, the answer is A. Okay. Any questions? Everybody is good? All okay? All right. Let me see. Catherine, are you okay? Yan Kai? Xander? Yeah. Okay, let's move on to the next question, huh? Oh, someone typed in the chat. Let me see. Oh, that was for just now the question. Okay, now question 2, life cycle. If you're, I think you're P4 now. Hold on a second. Let me just close the paper. Yeah, so I was saying, right, life cycle is actually if you're following the new syllabus, because you're P4 this year, I think you're still following the old syllabus. The new syllabus, the P3s are doing it in P3. I think P4 usually you do it in P4, right? Because you're following the old syllabus. But either way, okay, no matter what, it is still a topic that will be tested for PSLE. So no changes. It's just whether you do it in P3 or P4. Okay. So let's take a look at this life cycle of a mealworm beetle. M represents the adult stage. Okay, so we can label it first. M represents the adult stage, right? Okay, so we'll label this M as the adult stage. So no matter what, right, it goes in a cycle. So even if you were to start in an adult stage, the cycle will go in the correct, it has to go in the correct sequence. Okay, that means what comes after adult stage, it has to be in the correct order. So usually, okay, after the adult, it will be able to lay. It'll be able to lay eggs, right? Right, correct? After it's an adult, it can lay eggs. So after it lays eggs, what is the next stage after eggs? Anyone would like to try? Grace?
Lava.
Very good. Okay, remember I taught you before, we go according to alphabetical order. Because letter A, right? If you go according to alphabetical order, A, B, C, D, E, right? So A, then after that E, then after that L, then after that P. So it actually goes in alphabetical order. Because some students get mixed up, they're not sure pupa comes first or larva comes first. So you think about the alphabetical order. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, right? So after E is larva, after larva is pupa. So once you've identified all these different stages, now let's take a look at what the question wants us to answer, okay? It says, at which stage would the mealworm beetle eat a lot and molt several times? It will eat a lot and it will molt as well, okay? So someone type in the chat, Xander says larva. Yes. Okay, only at the larva stage, right? It will eat a lot and it will molt several times. In the pupa stage, actually, it's quite dormant. It's not really eating and it's just, like in hibernation mode, right? Of course, the egg is not eating lah, right? When the eggs are laid, it's just over there. It's not moving, it's not eating or molting or anything. So actually, it's just the larva stage. Only the larva stage. Why not the adult stage? Because the adult stage does not molt. Okay, so in this case, it will be answer is K only, which is B. Now you do need to recognize that for most of the life cycles, the insects will molt. The larva of the insect will molt. Okay? Okay, next question is also on life cycles. We have animal P and animal Q, and these are the two life cycles. Choose the correct statement. When you read the question, it says correct, right? You put a tick on top. Okay, because I think some students are visual learners. When you see, a particular symbol, then maybe it's easier for you, right? So which one is a correct statement? Both animals lay eggs. Do both animals lay eggs?
Yes.
Yes, okay. Of course, how do you know both lay eggs? Because both have egg stage, right? Good. So this one is a tick. Okay, do bear in mind that you're looking for ticks, eh? Okay, now, statement B, animal P involves more stages in life cycle than animal Q. Yes, true or false?
True.
True, very good, because P has 4 stages. It's a 4-stage life cycle. Animal Q is a 3-stage. Now, how do you know? Because of the 4 stages here, right? And the 3 stages here. Okay, so this is also correct. Now, next one. Animal P takes a longer time than animal Q to develop from an egg to an adult.
False.
False. Why is it false? Catherine, why is it false?
Because its option, it only has two, and since we already know the A and B is correct, it's A.
But there's A, B, and C for option D. How do we explain statement C as false? Yes, it is false. You're right. It's not correct. Yes, Grace, you want to try?
Is it because they never mention?
Yeah. I get what you're trying to say. Yes, because in the life cycle, they didn't really state how long is each cycle. Some of them might take like 3 days to hatch from an egg to a larva, Some of them might take 5 days to transform or to sort of like morph into pupa, undergoing metamorphosis, right? So it didn't really state how many days. So how do we know it takes longer? It might not take longer, the number of days, right? It might not take longer time for it to turn from an egg to an adult. So in this case, right, the answer is actually A and B, option A. Okay? Yeah? Any questions? Okay, I see a lot of people typing in the chat. Some of you, I think you just are not comfortable speaking, so you type. I think I see a lot of typing, even though you don't speak. But I think Yan Kai and Zender, they've been contributing a lot to the chat as well. Yan Kai say, oh, okay, that was for the previous question, is it? Zender says, since cockroach is the only species that have named, it's the cockroach that has named, but that means the young. Actually, I'm not too sure what you're trying to say, Xander. I think you are trying to say that the neem is the young, is it? Is that what you're trying to say? But I do want to clarify, actually, cockroach is not the only insect that has neem. It's the only one that you learn, probably, okay, or that your teacher has taught you. Actually, there's grasshopper as well. Grasshopper is a 3-stage life cycle, and grasshopper has a nymph as well. So it's very similar to cockroach. Okay. But good try, Xander. I think it's good that you put in the effort and the initiative to contribute to the